Okay, so if there's any technical difficulties, Tatiana, please just interrupt me and let me know if you can't hear things, because I am going to be playing some videos and that sort of thing. So welcome everyone to TikTok for Business. First of all, I want to say thank you to Network After Work for having me as your guest and your guide today. I am super, super excited to talk about TikTok for Business. But first of all, this is your warning. I am going to be dropping a lot of information, a ton of knowledge, and it's not meant to overwhelm you. It's just because I love to give value and I'm so passionate about this and I want to share. So please get ready to make notes, whether you're writing your notes or you're typing them out. This is your warning now to get ready for notes. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's cover just a quick little overview or roadmap of what you are going to learn today. So we will talk about the basics. What exactly is TikTok and why should you be using it? We're going to cover some TikTok culture and trends because that is a huge part of the app that makes it different from other social media platforms. We're going to talk about the FP, also known as the For You page, and the basics of how the TikTok algorithm works, which is really important. And we're going to go over some different account types on TikTok. This often confuses people, so it's really good information to know. We'll go through some best practices and common mistakes people make. We'll talk about the first steps, the first things you want to do when you join TikTok. I'll go through some general TikTok tips, and then we're going to talk about some fast ways to make video because, you know, who wants to spend their whole day making videos, right? So these are fast, short form video formats. All right, let's go. But first, who is Wave Wild? That is me. That is my real name. I get that question a lot, but a little bit of background before we get started. I have a background in personal branding. So when I came to TikTok, I realized very quickly that you need a personal brand to stand out. Everybody is trying to stand out on this app. So I created a brand as the original queen of trend alerts. I was the first person. Well, when I joined TikTok, there was maybe like 5 people teaching TikTok, not a lot. And I noticed these trends and no one was talking about them. So I created these trend alerts. I came up with a catchphrase. I called it New Trend Alert. I had a little shtick that went with it. And that's what grew my account and made me stand out on the app. And that really led to being featured on TV, top-rated podcasts, getting asked to speak on stages at social media conferences. I built my account to 100,000 followers in less than 6 months. Just over 2 years now, we're at around 338,000. I'm in a TikTok creator community program. So what that means is I attend monthly meetings. I get all kinds of support from TikTok, but also they teach us a lot of things about TikTok. So a lot of the information that I teach is verified by TikTok. So when I say something like, you know, you should use 3 to 5 hashtags, that's what TikTok has taught me. So I know it's correct information. And then people ask me like, you know, TikTok's pretty new. Like, how did you learn how to do this? And so I said, well, you know, I completed over 300 account reviews in the first 4 months of joining the app. So what that means is I would just look at people's accounts and I would give them advice and tips, and I get to talk to people and they would really tell me like what they were struggling with, what their goals were. And this is where I learned what is challenging people on the app. And then I came up with strategies to help that. And that is really what formed the basis, excuse me, the basis of my teachings. Again, I teach a community over virality approach. Tatiana mentioned this. What it just means is that you do not need to go viral on TikTok to be successful in your business. You do not need to have hundreds of thousands of followers. You really just need to attract the right people to your account. So when I saw that, I got super excited because I was like, this is just like all other social media. You just want to attract the right people that you can nurture and that you can sell to, generate leads, and make those sales. My claim to fame, I helped an account by the name of @mentally_great grow from 8,000 to 1 million in 2 months, which was crazy. That's a mindset and motivation account. And we did that primarily through what I call role play videos, or also known as character skits. That is when one person plays 2 or 3 characters and they're educating and entertaining. Really popular format now on short form video platforms. Okay, so that's that for now. Let's get into TikTok. What is TikTok? Well, we know it is short form video that plays on a loop. Now, I say here less than 60 seconds. On TikTok, you can make up to 10-minute videos, but I will say it's not a very popular format. Majority of videos are under 60 seconds, and I would recommend, if you're starting on the platform, keeping your videos around the 15-second mark. Attention spans are very, very short on TikTok. The mission statement of TikTok is very simple. It's to inspire creativity and bring joy. So if you think about that for a moment, the nature of the app, like the culture there, is very lighthearted, playful. There's a lot of silliness, a lot of joking, a lot of memes, that type of thing. And then there's a lot of tools to inspire creativity. They like when people are really creative and creative storytelling. So it's very much the feel for the app and what makes it different than other platforms. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a couple slides. And then the main feature of TikTok is what we call the FYP, or the For You page. And this is a picture of it here on the right. So you can see here For You is underlined. That means I'm on my For You page, and this is where you vertically scroll and you watch videos. And these videos are not people you necessarily know or you follow. These are anybody. These are it's a discoverability based platform. They are videos from everybody that you can see. So if you're not familiar with TikTok, I'll go through just a little bit of the interface because there's a lot of interface on TikTok, a lot of buttons and navigation. But at the very bottom is our basic navigation of the app. Your home page is going to take you to the For You feed. If I tap on following, it will show me a feed of videos of people I follow. This is the TikTok Now feature. It is pretty much like a copy of the app Be Real. If you're familiar with Be Real, it's something new that TikTok has put out. I'm not going to go too much into that. It's not super important for TikTok for Business. This little plus sign is where you make videos in the app. And within the app, there's a really amazing TikTok video editor. Again, if you're new to the app, it can seem a little bit overwhelming to learn with all the buttons, but I basically break it down into 3 panels. You have a recording panel, you have an editing panel, and then you have a posting panel where you prepare your video to post. The inbox here is your notifications and your DMs. Your profile takes you to your profile page, just like your kind of home page on Instagram. And then on the side, we have a follow button. We have all these engagement tools, liking, commenting, saving, and sharing. And you have the music here, so you can see what the music is that the person is using. You have caption space for hashtags. You have the name. And then, very importantly as well, is this little magnifying glass in the top right. This is how you search. We know that people are searching for content on TikTok. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that as well. So why should you be using TikTok? Well, TikTok loves to market itself as an entertainment platform. And it is an entertainment platform, right? We go there mostly for entertainment. Yes, there's lots of educational content. However, I call it a social media marketing tool because I see it just like all the other social media platforms. You have a link in bio. You can use it to drive traffic for your funnel, to your lead magnets, to your offers, your products, all that type of thing. Now, it is a discover-based platform. I briefly mentioned this before, right? That means that your videos, you want your videos to go on the For You page of other people who will see them, who see your videos, and hopefully they follow you, right? Because it's discover-based, that means there's more visibility. And as a business owner, you probably already know that more visibility is a good thing. More exposure is a good thing, especially when it's organic reach that you're not paying for. So more visibility equals more views on your video, which equals, more people who could follow you and hear about your offers. There's a lot of benefits to short form video. So I don't think you can deny the power of short form video and how it's taking over all of social media right now. We have the Reels, Facebook and Instagram. We have YouTube Shorts. Those are the big ones. Again, there's also Pinterest idea pins, but short form video is very popular. So it's hard to avoid in a social media strategy, but it's a really great way to communicate your offers quickly. It's great for brand awareness. It's great for connecting with your audience and showcasing your personality. Now, TikTok is also a geo-focused app. So what that means is your videos are shown to an audience in your area first. So this is really, really great for local businesses. And then we know that TikTok is pretty much turning into a video search engine. This has been in the news a lot recently. TikTok is a little bit at war with Google. It wants to be a video search engine for Gen Z. A lot of people are searching for content. And that's a good thing, because when people are searching for specific products, they're researching products, or they're looking for specific information, they're highly likely to purchase, or they're highly likely to follow you. So really, really great thing for business owners. And then in this photo on the right, I included some stats that are up to date in October of this year. I won't go through all of them, but you can read them. But I will say, a lot of people still ask me about the age demographics. This is for USA currently, and it is a little bit small, but I will say you can see that all age ranges are there. Yes, 10 to 19 is at 32.5%. 20 to 29 is at 29.5%. 30 to 39, 16.4%. The millennial rate is the fastest growing rate of users on TikTok. And then Gen X, yes, they are there. However, it is smaller, but there are all ages on TikTok. It is not just an app for teenagers anymore. Lots of adults there too. And the last thing I want to say is TikTok is a cultural phenomenon. Like, you cannot deny how it is it's like getting embedded in our pop culture, from the music industry, very big one, how it influences that, the movie industry, celebrity culture. It is a cultural phenomenon. All these trends and these memes and these jokes that go viral, there's a lot of power in TikTok there, and it is not going anywhere. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about TikTok culture. So why should we understand TikTok culture? Well, it is something that you need to incorporate into your content because it will help you be more successful on the app. When things look a little bit more native to TikTok, they tend to perform better. Now, I want to talk about two major differences between Instagram and TikTok that I think most people don't realize or think about. So the first one is that TikTok is not curated or highly produced. It is an app that is built upon authenticity. It is all about being in the real moment. This is why it's common to see people sitting in their cars making a video, putting on makeup while they make a video, eating, doing all kinds of things while they are making a video, because it looks more in the moment and authentic. Whereas on Instagram, we know that most people like to have a curated grid, the highlight reels. Everything looks very aesthetically pleasing. On TikTok, it does not. People are lying in bed making videos or getting out of bed making videos. The other thing is the appeal to strangers. So on Instagram, it's primarily your followers who are going to see your content, right? And they already have some sort of relationship established. On TikTok, because of the For You page, you need to appeal to strangers, people who don't know you and don't necessarily care. Because if you think about how you use the app, you are scrolling, you're either looking to be entertained, or maybe you find something that is like, oh, this is really interesting, I didn't know that, and you learn something, so you're being educated, right? So that is what is going to get you more followers, is to entertain people or essentially educate people. You need to appeal to these strangers. You need to get them to stop scrolling so that you can build an audience. So let's go a little bit more into what exactly makes up TikTok culture. If you're feeling a little bit confused or unsure, the very first thing is trends. Trends dictate culture. There's a lot of them on the app. Every day there's new trends. And I will talk about that more in the next slide. We also have these video formats or genres. Now, there are these certain types of videos that you see on TikTok that I did not see anywhere before TikTok existed. So one of the most common one is ASMR, and that one can be incorporated into any niche. And these are videos where there is no music. There is only an emphasis on the sounds that objects make in the videos. Very unique type of video, very popular on TikTok. But that's what I mean by it's, TikTok culture. It's definitely a part of TikTok that is not, well, you now see it on other platforms, but did not exist before. So a lot of these different types of videos. Oddly Satisfying is another kind of similar type of video. These role play videos that I talked about, those are very TikTok-y. And then we have music and effects. Of course, the app was known as Musical.ly before it became TikTok. It was known as a lip syncing app. Music is a huge part of the app. You definitely want to be incorporating that into your content. And the effects are also huge, huge, huge on TikTok. Every day there's new trending effects. Creators can now make their own effects. They really are pushing people to make effects and to use effects. There's a lot of really cool stuff. The AR effects are amazing. The AI effects are amazing. It's really cool stuff to incorporate into your content. And then, of course, we have slang and memes. So if you have been on TikTok and you feel like it's another language, that's okay. I felt that way too. In the beginning, I had to Google a few terms, like what does cap or sus or simping mean? A lot of it is like the teen slang, but incorporating that again into some of your content will help. Like sometimes I'll say that is total cap. Cap means that it's like a lie. It's not true. So incorporating that into your content can help as well. But let's get a little bit more deeper into trends, specifically the trends that are going to help you, or that the types of trends you want to post on your account. So the first thing I want you to know is that there are many, many different types of trends on TikTok. It can again be overwhelming knowing which type of trends to do. But what I recommend, the best trends for your business are what we call POV trends. And that's because you can adapt them to your niche. Anybody can adapt them to their niche. If you're a hairdresser, you make content about being a hairdresser, you can adapt it to your life as a hairdresser, right? If you're a real estate agent, it's the same thing. So definitely the best types of trends to do, and also the most popular trends on TikTok. And you do see these trends now, they've translated over to Reels and other platforms. But if I lost you at POV, here's what it means. A POV trend, it means point of view. They are typically videos that are 5 to 8 seconds, very, very quick videos to make. And they contain either dialogue or lyrics that you're going to lip sync. Now, in that dialogue or lyrics, there is generally some sort of punchline, right? So when you listen to it, you get an idea of what the punchline is. Then you want to use text that makes a joke to relate to that punchline. So I have an example here. This is Andrea Donsky. She is a menopause educator. So of course she targets that older audience. She has, I think, something like 250,000 followers, very successful on the app. One of my past students, just to show you that that older age is there. But she does a lot of POV trends. This is an example of how she incorporated it to her niche. So you see there, she's just sitting in her car. It was a Taylor Swift trend where, you know, she's just repeating, got nothing in my brain. So she's saying what it feels like to go through perimenopause, lack of focus, lack of motivation. She has nothing in her brain. So I hope you put those two and two together. That makes a little bit of sense. If you have questions about that, I'm happy to answer them. But a lot of people say to me, like, well, why should you do trends? And for one thing, one mistake I see, I'm going off on a little tangent here, is that people do all trends on their page. You do not want to do all trends. They're just one part of your content strategy. But there's a lot of good reasons to do trends. First of all, exposure and growth, right? It's a part of the TikTok culture. It's an app that's built around trends. It pushes trending content. I mean, I've had hundreds and hundreds of comments from people who told me that doing the trend helped them get more followers or and get more growth and exposure on their accounts. They help to showcase your personality. So a lot of service-based business owners are going to do things like talking head videos. I do a lot of that on my account. If you've seen it, I'll talk more about talking head videos. But in talking head, I'm just delivering information to the camera. You don't see my personality. So by doing these POV trends, you can be a little bit silly. You can showcase a bit more of your personality, and, you know, or maybe just step outside your comfort zone. They also help you be more relatable, and being relatable is key in marketing and business, right? When people feel like you understand them, when they feel understood, when they feel like they have something in common with you, they feel that connection with you, they are highly likely to follow, to subscribe, to buy your products or services. And then of course, they are very good for lead gen and making sales. Now, she didn't promote anything in there, but you can definitely use trends to promote. So now you might be wondering, how exactly do I find trends? So here's how we break it down. You find them on that For You page, right? Now, typically you can scroll your For You page. However, sometimes your For You page, I'm going to talk about this a little bit, very curated. So I only see like marketing videos and cat videos on my page. So you could also have like a backup account or like an empty account. I have a few of those where I just scroll on the For You page to see a wider variety of content. And when you're scrolling, you really want to look for patterns and sounds that are coming up often or that you haven't heard before. And then you're going to tap on that sound. It's the little record in the corner. And look and consider a few things. You want to look at the date of the video. So that's what's going to tell you if it's a recent trend or if it's an old one. How many videos are made? You know, if it's under 10,000 videos, it's typically what we call an early trend. And who's having success? Like, is it just like, you know, big famous creators, or are small accounts having success with this too? So I made a little bit of video that this video here that explains all of this. So let's watch.
How I find trends on the FYP. As I'm scrolling, I'm looking for new sounds, patterns, or actions. In this video, she's putting out her hand. That's a new sound I haven't heard, and it has a lot of likes. So I'm going to click on the sound and look at how many videos are made. Then I'm going to look at a few of the top videos and see when they were made. Are they fairly recent? Is this new? Are people having a lot of success with the sound? Are they small or large creators? And this one looks pretty good.
Again, if you have more questions about that, I'm happy to answer them. Now, there are a few other ways that you can find trends on TikTok. There is a viral playlist in the sounds library, tells you the most popular songs on the app. Spotify, as well as I think Apple Music as well has a viral TikTok playlist that also tells you the most popular songs. This is a free website on trend.ai that has an update. They were updating daily. I'm not so sure anymore of the most popular sounds on the app. Or you could just sign up for my weekly trend report. So I put out a weekly trend report, goes out every Wednesday with free trend ideas and content ideas. Because obviously, as you probably realized, it takes a bit of time and effort to find trends and find good ones. So you can get them here free if you want to take a screenshot of that. Okay, now I'm going to get into the For You page and the algorithm. So I mentioned it before, but this is the main feed where you watch and scroll and discover new creators. One thing to keep in mind is people talk about the For You page. However, if you think about it, every person's For You page is different, right? So there's not one For You page. There are billions of For You pages, and your goal is not necessarily to get on to the billions of For You pages. It's to get on the For You pages of your ideal customer, your target audience, the right people. So it is a recommendation algorithm. So what that means is when you're scrolling and you first get on the app, you're probably going to see maybe dancing, lip syncing, viral videos because the algorithm doesn't know who you are. But once you start watching and engaging with content, it's going to show you more of what you watch and engage with. And that's why I see marketing videos and cat videos, because I'm a sucker for those cute cat videos. There's a lot. Pet talk is huge. So what this does is it creates various communities like Pet Talk. So they are all there. Some people, their For You pages get so curated, like all they see is fitness content or video game content or political content. That's how these communities exist. And we know they exist because Book Talk is one that is very well talked about in the media. Book Talk's huge, a lot of authors on the app. One thing to keep in mind is that the For You page, I say it's delayed. What that really means is that it is a really slow algorithm on TikTok, and a lot of people find that hard to adapt to because on Instagram, you post something and you immediately get likes and that sort of thing. On TikTok, it is much, much slower, and there's a long shelf life of your content. TikTok has publicly stated that your content is lasts around 90 days. That's 3 months. Like, that's a long time. And I will tell you right now, I have a video that I posted October 10th, and it is popping off. Every day I'm getting more comments and likes and on engagement, and the views are growing on it. And, that's from October 11th, almost a month ago. So it is a much slower algorithm. It's okay if, your videos have low views in the first 1 to 2 days. They grow over time. So let's get into exactly how this algorithm works. You might be wondering, why is this important? Well, when you understand how the algorithm works, you'll be able to improve your video content to get more views. Right, so your videos are measured in views, and on your profile page, you see that little number in the bottom left of your videos. Right, so the more views you get, the more exposure, the more visibility, the more chance you will grow an audience. The more bigger audience you have, the more you can funnel through your link in bio. So here we go. In this pretty picture, we have the location on the bottom, and we have time over here. So when you post a video, it goes to one batch 1. So this is a batch of users who are watching your video. This could be anywhere from 300 to 500 people. They can also be in your local area, but could also be your followers. So it's shown in your local area. Now, if enough of those people in batch 1 engage with your video, it will go to batch 2. So then the big question is, okay, what are these engagement factors? Let's look at these. The number 1 most important engagement factor on TikTok is watch time. Again, they have publicly stated this. They've come out and said it is watch time. You need to get people to watch your videos all the way through, or even loop them, rewatch and rewatch. That is the goal. You got to get people to watch your videos, and that can be the most challenging thing for some people on TikTok. Then we have likes, comments, shares, and saves. This is pretty similar to other social media platforms. Now, I have ordered them in what I think is most important or ranked. However, nobody knows. TikTok's never given any official information that likes are more important. These are just things that I suspect that are important. But these are the engagement factors. So if we go back here, in batch 1, if enough people are watching your videos, liking it, commenting on it, it will go to batch 2, which is that wider area over time. Again, if enough people are engaging with it, it will go to batch 3, wider area, maybe even viral. This could be an international audience by the time it gets to 1 million views, or it could even go mega viral. Generally, I say 20 to 40 million views. So we don't know, right? When we're in batch 1, we don't know what gets us to batch 2. It's not like we can say 100 likes is going to get me to batch 2, and 300 comments will get me to batch 3. That is the mystery and the beauty of these social media algorithms. We don't know. All we do know is that when people engage on your video, they watch it, they engage, it will grow in views, and hopefully it gets to your goals if you want to go viral, if that's your goal, that it does. So the key takeaway from this slide is that really what TikTok is doing, it's just testing your content with other users and how they engage with it. So when people start to take things a little personally on TikTok, like the algorithm hates me, it's like, no, it's the content, right? We need to improve the content. And this is why I also teach a content is king strategy, right? What you're communicating in your videos, how you make people feel is the main factor in how your video performs. Okay, let's get into these account types. There's basically 2 accounts on TikTok. We have the creator account and the business account. So we'll talk about the pros and cons of each. So the con of the creator account, you need 1,000 followers to access that website field, or we also call it the link in bio, and live streaming on the creator account. So this is why for most people who are just starting on the app, 1,000 followers is the first milestone, the first goal to get access to that link in bio and to live stream. Also, the DMs on TikTok are generally closed. So they are you can only DM people who you are mutuals with, who you are friends with. So they are not robust like Instagram DMs, and they do not have the same Instagram features. So if you're really into those DM strategies, they tend to not work on TikTok as much. People don't use the DMs as much. It's different from Instagram in that way. Now, the pros of the creator account is that you get access to the full music library. So all the popular trending music that's copyrighted and commercial sounds. And you get the ability to monetize through creator programs. There are quite a few different creator programs that you can apply to. Now, the business account, the cons are, the big one that most people don't like, is you only get access to commercial sounds. So you do not get any of the trending or popular music. You also need 1,000 followers to get your link in bio. However, you can apply to TikTok. You can submit a form where you submit your business information, and they will give you that link in bio before 1,000 followers. They just really want to see, this was changed in January of 2022. They changed this setting because they just want to verify that you're a real person or a real business and not a bot or like a spam account. The pros are that your DMs are open to anybody. So anybody can message you if they have questions about your product or your service. There are shop features if you have a Shopify site. So if you sell a product, you might want to consider the business account because you can do product tagging. Live stream shopping has been put on hold for a little bit, but I'm told it's coming back. They're going to push it again. Now that means that you get clickable links in your live stream. So people can buy directly from your live, which is super, super cool. Okay, we have some best practices and common mistakes. So one of the things I see on TikTok is for new users is they come on TikTok and they really don't know what type of content to make. So they're not making content that reflects their products or services. And I had this conversation with a lawyer the other day. He was interested in my services. I looked at his account and I was like, well, I don't even know that you're a lawyer other than you say it in your bio, but your content is more about your family life. And he's like, well, that's because I don't know what to post. So you definitely do want to stay within your niche. Make a variety of content that educates and promotes your offers. So what I mean by staying in your niche, yeah, if you're a lawyer, maybe don't post about the deer in your backyard that tripped and fell. And I'm sure it's really funny and it might go viral, but it's just going to attract the wrong people to your account. So stay within your niche, but still make a variety of content within your niche that educates and promotes your offers. The next thing I see is that people, they like to hide behind the camera, and I get it. It can be really scary to put yourself out there on video if you haven't done that before. However, TikTok is an app that's really based on personality. It's a personality-based app. We know that people connect with other people, and that being relatable and showing your personality really, really helps to build your brand or your business. So yes, there are ways that you can make videos where you don't have to show up on certain days. And I'll talk about that in the end where I go through those different video formats. But you don't want to hide in every video and just be doing voiceover with video clips. So try to get in front of the camera, connect with people. The other thing I see is the focusing on vanity metrics. And this is why I teach that community over virality approach, because when I came to the app, when I first started, I was like, geez, there's a lot of focus and stress on going viral here. And yes, that's the main appeal of the app. People want to go viral, but there are pros and cons to going viral. And people tend to get hung up on I just want to go viral, or I need to go viral to get more sales or to be famous. But I'm telling you, I've seen this time and time again. I have lots of students and clients, who have maybe 25,000 followers and are crushing it on TikTok. They just have the right people. So what you should do instead, get clear on your reason for being on the app. Stay focused on those goals. If you want to build your email list, stay focused on that goal and make content around that. And then celebrate all the small wins. Focus on the positive in those small wins, instead of the, oh, my videos, they only got 1,000 views or something like that. Trust me, the mindset will help, right? Stay focused, celebrate those small wins. Okay, let's go into some TikTok tips. I might have to speed it up just a little bit here. Okay, so you want to use hooks. What is a hook? A hook is something that you say or you do in the first 3 seconds. I have an example right here. I call this a title hook. 4 mistakes you're making that affect your views. When I say that at the beginning of my video, exactly what I'm talking about in that video, you're going to know if you want to scroll or if you're going to want to watch it. You want to keep your videos short. I mentioned this before, generally under 15 seconds, unless you have success with longer videos. There are certain types of videos you can make longer. Anytime you're telling a story tends to be longer and it works. Tutorials, showing a process, those can be a bit longer, but in general, I'm saying less than 15 seconds. Definitely want to incorporate those trending music and effects I talked about because TikTok likes to push that content. TikTok is an app that rewards you if you post consistently. You cannot go on TikTok and post one video, come back in 5 days, post another video, come back in 3 days. It will push out your content more if it sees that you're an active user. So you definitely want to post consistently. We know that engagement is important, right? More engagement equals more views. So really, really focus on aiming for engagement on your videos. You know, you want to get those likes, those comments, the shares, the saves. One of the best ways you can do that is by asking questions, whether you do that in your hook or at the end of a video, and of course, using call to actions. You want to post when your followers are most active. You can check your analytics for that. That's because your videos, remember in that batch one, they get pushed to your followers and strangers. And if your followers are not engaging in your content, TikTok sees that as a bad thing and it's less likely to push it out. That's why these follow for follow strategies do not work on TikTok because those people generally don't engage in your videos. So you need your followers to engage. And I'm going to talk about some watch time tips to improve watch time, because remember, we talked about how watch time is the #1 most important factor to your video performance. So in this picture here, this is just the analytics. It's showing where your watch time is. This is what you want to look at, your average watch time. So you can see this video I had was almost 10.5 seconds long, and people watched an average of 7.6 seconds. Now that's okay. It's around 72%. This video did get 104,000 views. However, it did get lots of engagement too. However, if I had gotten like 8, even just 8.5 or 9 seconds, probably could have like doubled the amount of views that I got on this video. So some ways that you can keep people watching is use text on screen. I do this in all of my videos, lots of text, because people like to read and hear what you're saying, especially if it's educational content. And it keeps people watching. Also good for SEO, which we're not going into too much in this presentation. That's a whole other presentation. Okay, you want to use the TikTok features, things like text to speech. This is a feature for the text where you can put a voice to the text. It's very, very native to TikTok. It's very familiar. People like this type of content where you hear the text to speech. She also speaks a little slower. It keeps people watching. Definitely want to change up your camera location and your angles shot to shot. Keep it dynamic and fast paced. What tells stories? Like I said, stories can be a little bit longer, especially when you play into emotions. And it doesn't just have to be like humor and positive emotions, right? It can also be negative emotions too. People play into those to get people to watch. But other emotions too that you can think about are like having, telling a heartwarming story that really makes you feel like, that type of stuff works really well. Inspirational content works really well. Your educational content, you will get people to watch longer if you use green screen effects. I am obsessed with green screen. I use it a lot in my videos because I do mostly educational content, and it just helps to keep it more interesting when I can point out and explain things through green screen. It's very, very popular on TikTok. And I don't know how that came up there again, but that posting when your followers are most active, that was from the last slide, my mistake. Okay, let's go through some on-camera tips. The first one I want to talk about is your energy on camera. Please, please, please. Because the nature of video tends to take away some energy, like the way I'm talking to you right now is not maybe the same way that I'm talking when I'm with a client or having a coffee with a friend. There is more energy here to translate that through the camera. Nobody wants to watch a video where, you're saying like 3 tips to get more sleep. Tap into that passion, bring your energy on camera. People are attracted to that. Your lighting. Now, TikToks are not highly produced. I've said that before. However, you still need to have some decent lighting. So one common thing I see on TikTok is this that drives me nuts. People are standing in front of a window. So this bright light is coming through and your camera is exposing for that. And it gives you this hazy look. So my tip, just turn around and see the difference. Face a window. Your videos will perform better. You always want to talk like you're talking to one person. No, hey guys, no, hey everyone, what's up? That type of stuff is okay if you're making content just for your followers. But when you have videos that go to the For You page, you have to speak like you're speaking to one person. Of course, you want to talk to the camera or just below. It looks so weird if you're looking down at your lips in all of your videos. So try to talk to the camera, or like I actually honestly prefer to look at my forehead. I feel like when I look at the camera, it's weird. So find that sweet spot for you. Ladies already probably know this. Set up your camera at a flattering angle. Below is not as flattering as above. Have a plan of what you want to say before you come on video. The key point here is that it's not Instagram stories where you might just ramble on and on. These are short, to the point, concise videos. People have short attention spans. So get to the point and have a plan so that you're not doing the ums and the ahs, that type of thing in your videos. Okay, let's get into first steps. I know you want to go run off and post because you're all excited now, but the first thing you have to do is research on TikTok. When you join any social media platform, you should research. So you want to do that with that search tool, that magnify glass. You are going to go search some words in your industry or your niche, and you're going to go watch videos and then study and take notes. Screenshot this if you like. This is exactly what I did to learn TikTok. I just watched videos and I paid attention to like how people are starting their videos. Like, what are they doing to get attention? How are they communicating information? Is it educational or entertainment based? What effects are they using? What are people saying in the comments? That is like a gold mine of market research sometimes. How are they getting engagement? Are they using call to actions? Notice these things, see what's working, what's not working. It's going to give you an idea if like, I could do something like this, or I could do something but change it up. I could put my own spin on it. It's going to help you kind of figure out how you can make videos. Then what you want to do is create a content idea bank and just brain dump your ideas. There's lots of different ways you can do that. I use Notion. I love Notion. I have a content planner in there. Some people use Trello or just typing it out in Google Docs, or, maybe you're just like, handwriting in a journal, if that works for you. Just get your ideas out, and then you can start actually, putting what's on pen to paper, start filming it. And batch content. That just means make a bunch of videos at one time. You can save them into your drafts. You can come back later to edit or to post them. And then I want you to just post a video. Just do it. It might feel scary. It might feel like, you don't know what you're doing, but I promise with practice, you will get better over the time. My first videos were not very good. Embarrassing. I could not go watch them. I privated that account that I had. It was just too embarrassing. You will get better over time, and you'll find your voice and your way on camera. Okay, so we're going to go through some fast ways to make videos. These are all examples. These are different like formats for short form videos. These actually work on other platforms as well. So the first one is what we call a talking head. I talked about that. It's usually for educational videos. That's where you're just talking directly to the camera.
Here's a new TikTok feature you may or may not have. If you're trying to target a certain area, or you're a local based business, a realtor, this one's for you. You can add your location in videos. Update the app. Let me know if you got it.
So there you will see I used green screen, and I said at the end, let me know if you got it. Trying to generate comments there, engagement. The next type of fast way to make video, and you can batch these, is music and text with B-roll. B-roll is just any type of footage. It could be you working on your computer, walking the dog, sitting on the couch, journaling. It can be any footage of you with music and text. So here's an example that I made in about probably 5 minutes. So I honestly was making that video. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to take my sippy cup and just stand here and shoot that for 15 seconds and then put text on screen. Okay, other really fast ways to make videos are duets. You definitely want to find viral videos within your niche to duet. So this is when you take a video and you react to it, or you can add something, some commentary to it, or you react.
My husband forgot to wear his wedding ring to work today. If he can forget, then I can forget to wear mine too. I guess we're both single for the day.
So I was talking about a marketing tactic people use called outrage marketing that I saw in this video that was viral, and the comment section was very heated. And this video did very well for me. And then we have stitches. So a stitch is when you take 5 seconds of somebody else's video at the very beginning, and then you make a video after that, usually adding some sort of commentary.
If Paris is the city of love, then what's the city of hate?
Anyone who's been to Paris, including Parisians, will know it's also Paris.
So again, very fast way to make videos. Other fast ways are the POVs. Now this, I'm not necessarily talking about a trend. A POV, right, is just when you describe a situation. So this was a student of mine. This video got 1.7 million views. She does content around Indian pop culture, and this video probably took her less than 5 minutes. So she's just commenting on how this famous Bollywood actor has a kid, beautiful family in all different ages. The other way, last way, is the video replies to comments. I know you can do this on Instagram as well. So you can take a comment and make a reply, a video reply. As a lot of times people will use this to answer a question. However, you can also do requests. So in this video, he's doing a request. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs. Now that is an account that makes cereal candles. So someone was just saying, this was a meme on TikTok and a trend, and he made Reese's Pieces or Reese's Puffs candles from this comment. So again, that video probably didn't take more than 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go into some content ideas and then we'll wrap it up. I'll try to go a little bit faster because I know we're running out of time. So what content do you have that you can reformat? So I say this because on TikTok, generally repurposing content from other platforms does not work well, right? If you just take your 1 minute out of your YouTube video and you put it on TikTok, it's probably not going to perform. So I talk about reformatting. Yes, you can repurpose Reels. However, I talk about reformatting different types of content. So I've had clients where I go through their Instagram and we look at like their captions of an educational post and we say, okay, how can we make this into a short form video? So think about that first. Some other things that do really well on TikTok is before and after, showing before of your product and the after. Any type of transformation works well. The testimonials, social proof, again, the duets and stitches that we talked about, day in the life type of content. Anything behind the scenes of your business, people love to peek into other people's lives. So this is very popular on TikTok. The curated content, this is like, I explain this as the best of things. So this is like your 5 favorite apps for free stock photos, or your 10 favorite lipsticks this fall, whatever it may be. It's listing content, which is really popular, good for saves and sharing. Frequently asked questions, of course, your tutorials, which tend to be a bit longer. I say those are in depth. You explain the why versus your how-tos, which are basically steps. Sharing stories about you and your business. I have a blog on this that has all kinds of ideas for what you can talk about in stories for your business. Opinions, really popular on TikTok. Everybody loves to share their opinion. Industry updates that people need to know. Seasonal content. We just had Halloween. Christmas is already full blown on TikTok. People are making Christmas content, but you can also share how you celebrate those, incorporate that into your niche. Of course, don't forget promotional content and introduction videos. These are videos where you're just saying a little bit about who you are, what you do, maybe why people should follow. Okay, I know I went through that really quick because I want to get to some questions as much as I can. Here's my contact information. If you haven't gotten this already, take a screenshot to get the 7 steps to 1K followers. There's also a profile optimization checklist in there coming to you. Okay, I'm going to stop share and we'll go into questions.
All right, that was great. Okay, so we have just a few minutes to get through some questions. So I'll go ahead and just start asking them right away. All right, so the first one's from Terry. Is TikTok more of a B2C social media marketing tool, or can it work for B2B as well?
Absolutely can work B2B. I'm B2B. I work primarily with business owners, but absolutely lots of both, definitely both.
Perfect. All right, this is an anonymous one. Okay, if you have a personality of a paper bag, where do you find people who will act things out for you?
So it depends on what your business is. Like if you have a small business, you probably do want to show up as the face of the brand. If you have more of a brand, you can outsource some of your video content to maybe a social media manager. There's also a lot of UGC content creators out there. That's a huge industry right now. I think it's like every Gen Z or teen wants to be a content creator and make UGC content nowadays. So there's a lot of availability there to get other people to make your content. I hope that's helpful. It gives you some idea of what you could do.
Perfect. All right. Should we change our username to our nickname?
Okay, so first, there's 2 things on TikTok where this could get really confusing. You have a username and then you have a name in your profile. The name shows at the very top. Now that is what shows when you're scrolling on the For You page. So you definitely want to put something in there that's relevant to the type of content you make. It gives some context. Like if it was, I put TikTok trends or tips and trends. So when people see that on their For You page, they know what I talk about. If I were to put my name, it doesn't really give much context. However, my username is my name because I keep it the same as all social media platforms. So your nickname, I would either put that you could put that in your name field. What a lot of people also do is you could put, like, for example, I could put wave and then TikTok tips in my name so that people kind of get a sense of like what my name is, who I am, so they can connect that way. I hope that answers the question, if that made sense.